So as a lot of you guys know, I'm a big advocate of the big Agnes Tiger Wall tent. I'm gonna get this set up and we'll talk. And I strongly suggest using a footprint of some kind. I've been dragging this little piece of tarp around with me for a couple of years. It's perfect for using as a footprint for this tent. It's also come in handy creating some shelter in the rain. I used it to close off one of the doors on the Laurel Highlands hiking trail when I was doing a winter camp there. So put a footprint down when you're using this tent. Really, really nice tent, super lightweight. And I'm sure that that nylon that they're using on the floor of the tent is plenty strong. For my money, you definitely don't want a root or a stick or something poking up right through the floor. So on this one, you got a head end and a foot end. This thing's semi-freestanding. So that means that you have to stake out two sections of the foot box area. No big deal. You just use a little extra piece of paracord that's got some give to it. And that's good if you need to stretch it over rocks or something like that. But it's honestly, that's never been an issue. Even camping up underneath the cliff face across the valley. This holds the rain fly up. That goes on the outside like that. And it's just a matter of clipping these guys in place. All right, so I'll stake it out now and then we'll get the rain fly on. The footprint of your tent should never be sticking out over the floor of the tent. This shouldn't be visible from the outside. It will defeat the purpose. The rainwater will come down here, it'll gather on this, and it'll run right underneath the tent. So you'll see when this is set up that this is going to be out here like that. All right, now that I got it set up, I'm going to give you my 1 year review. It is a semi-freestanding tent. What that means is, I said this in my first one, the toe box, the foot box does need to be staked out. It is zero concern for me. I've been using this thing for a year. I've had it set up on the sand. I've had it set up on rock. In the rare instances where this distance from here to here was not enough, I've taken some elastic paracord, actually attached that here, and that allowed me to pull as far as I needed or whatever angle I needed to get a stake in. It's only happened to me twice that I can remember, but it's not that big of a deal. It does help save you some weight, and you know, that's one of the reasons I spent the money on this guy. This is the Tiger Wall UL-3. It is definitely a 2-person, not a 3-person tent. You guys already know that, but I take it solo all the time. The room is great. I've got everything in there. My pack's in there, and when Melissa joins me, again, there's more than enough room for 2 people in there. I wouldn't put 3 people in this tent. A couple of negatives. Rain guard, fantastic idea, and it does work. It does what it's supposed to. It protects the zipper. It allows you actually to keep this vent open. What does happen when these get wet, they have a tendency to get caught in the small zipper right there. I've never torn it. It's always come out pretty easily, but it can make getting in and out of the tent a little bit of a challenge in the rain. So that's something. Another thing that I noticed, and I don't think this is necessarily a sign that there's something wrong. There's really one tension bar with this. There's a crossbar there that's attached, but there's really one bar to this tent. And some of these have started to retain the shape of the bend. And I'm sure that that's probably just a normal side effect from being under that amount of tension. But that is about it. One other thing, again, it's all about staking this thing out correctly. If you don't, if there's not enough tension and you get a lot of rain in this section here, this panel and this panel here, you're going to get some puddling in here. You got to pull this thing taut, and it will roll right off of here and come down the side. And another thing that's important, not just for this tent or any other tent, is you've got to have separation between the rain guard, the rain fly, and the tent body. If you don't have that, you might as well not have a rain guard on. Particularly in weather where it's not going to be raining and you don't want to wake up soaking wet. If there's no gap between here and the interior of the tent, all the moisture that's built up from your breath and anything on the inside is just going to drop right back onto you. So basic stuff, but make sure you've got enough tension. If you need to, I've only needed this a couple times, you can stake out. They've got 2 additional guys on here, so you can pull that if you need to. But that's what we're looking like. And real quick, I'll just give you a quick 1, 2, 3. Oops, on the interior. But again, I'm solo tonight, so you can see this is like being in the Ramada here. But plenty of room, nice little mesh area up there to store things. 2 big side pockets on either side. You can see really how much of this is actually just screen. I'm not anticipating rain, possibly some overnight, so I'm going to leave this up. But nice big tent floor too, plenty of room. This is a really good tent. I've been super happy with it. It's been so many different places with me. Hope this helps, and see you back out on the trail soon. Thank you.